who is one of the leaders here within NHT Global. He's a very good friend of mine as well. He has an exploding business that is circling the globe faster and faster and faster. He is going to share with us tonight a one-of-a-kind training, one that thankfully is recorded so you can listen to it over and over again. I know the energy level is going to be high. I know the information will be fantastic. I'm going to sit down myself, take a lot of notes, because I can always learn from leaders like this individual. My good friend, Mr. Andreas Papakostas, the call is all yours.
Awesome. Hey, Jamie, thank you for the introduction. How is the audio, by the way?
Audio is fantastic.
Awesome. Let me go ahead and switch and make myself the presenter.
Okay.
Let me know when you can see my slides. How's that?
Here we go.
Are you
Perfect.
good? Awesome.
Good. Yep.
Well, once again, Jamie, thank you so much. Fantastic job in the presentation, as always, sharing the NHT Global business model. And just a sincere pleasure to be part of the leadership team here and really provide just valuable tips and trainings and information for people to, again, apply in their business, because that's what we're doing. We're exploding, as you heard, around the world. There's a reason for that. So I am recording this, as Jamie says, so this is going to be available, again, 24/7, like we do all of the recordings from our top leaders here in NHT Global, that you can listen over and over again, but also share it with the people that you're bringing into your organization as you continue to grow and build around the world with our fantastic opportunity. And I'm just really excited here. This is going to be a training, folks, that very different than probably the trainings that I have done in the past. And I'm going to try to keep my passion in check because it's going to be something that I think people need. And I hope it comes out the way people should be taking it, which is basically really love. And I'm going to share this information with all of you, and hopefully it increases your awareness. So basically, I'm going to give you some tough love for awareness awakening. And that's really what I'm going to do. And the topic really is stop it. Okay. And that's really what I want to cover with all of you here today. But before I even get into this, I wanted to share a testimonial that I believe I shared maybe about, a year and a half ago in one of my webinars regarding glucosamine 2200. Now, for those of you who don't know my story, I'm going to share very, very quickly, only because I want you to know why I'm sharing this testimonial and use this to go out there and promote these fantastic products that we have. You know, I had an ACL reconstruction many years ago, and as I was healing and I was rehabbing, it allowed for my other knee to brunt a lot of the weight. And after 2 years went by, I actually was in the hospital. I couldn't get up from bed. My back was locked. It felt like I had a knife in my back, and I couldn't move. I had my son kind of help me out with bed. They rushed me to the emergency room, a lot of medications, got an MRI, found out that my disc, one of my discs, was so herniated that it was wrapping around one of my spinal nerves. It was actually the fifth nerve of the lumbar spine. And that's the one that's considered the sciatica. And if compressed enough, it goes down the leg. Okay, well, what are my options? I mean, you really got to get that compression off. So they suggested obviously having surgery. And I said, you know what, I'm going to rehab and I'm going to do whatever I can just to be functional. And then, you know, I'll look at surgery potentially later on. Well, I started to take the glucosamine 2200, but I duplicated the dosage, and it helped me significantly. And what happened was it was going back and forth between my knee to my lower back, to my knee to my lower back. And when we were introduced to our new product, our omega-3 essential fatty acids, I know the power of the omega fatty acids and the power it does, not just for the cardiovascular health, but also for joint support. And so here we go. 5 weeks ago, I added the omega-3 essential fatty acids to the glucosamine 2200. Okay. Within the fourth, and I can't recall 100%, but I believe it was either the fourth or the fifth day, I've noticed a significant improvement of how long I was pain-free before my little irritation would start again in my knee and also my lower back. Now, it's been 5 weeks now, and I have to say over the last 2 weeks, my knee and my lower back is almost pain-free, to the point where, as I coach my son's soccer team, parents are coming up and saying, "Wow, you're moving better. You're out there running with the kids." And folks, I didn't do anything different. I've had this for a long period of time. But if you take a look at watch the video of our formulator on this product, you'll understand why these two in combination is probably one of the most solid alternative to the pharmaceuticals that's out there for those that have joint irritation, joint cartilage damage, any osteoarthritis. Again, I'm not making any medical claims on our products, but the support that you're going to get from these two products, I've been in the sports medicine arena for 18 years, and I'll have to say I'm more excited about the combination of these two products, and I'm excited about a lot of products that we have here in NHC Global that I've also experienced other testimonials. But I'm very excited about the combination of these two products. You got to share this testimonial with people. There's a lot of people with aches and pains and joint problems and people limping and they're stiff and that. Tell them about these two products. And I am so confident that within that month, if not sooner, they're going to experience a significant amount of relief. So again, just wanted to share that with all of you because we have some amazing products. It's one of the reasons why we are exploding here in NHT Global, as you heard Jamie speak about, and also our master distributor, Dan Catto, speak about the success that we're having and why we're having the success. The products are just one piece to the success puzzle of our success. So let me move on to the nuts and bolts of the training I'm going to do here today. You know, I'm standing up here. I'm not sitting down. I don't really have notes besides the bullet points that I put on the screen here because I want to be real with you today with this training. I want to speak from my heart. I want to be able to speak from my experience. So please don't take my tone of voice out of context with my training that I'm going to share with you here today. Again, no real notes. Just whatever I put real here on the slides, I'm going to speak from my heart. And my goal is really to help you get, most of the time here as leaders, here's what we do. We sometimes do the opposite of what I think are helping distributors by understanding and perhaps being soft and saying, it's okay, I understand, or I get this, or a pat in the back. And we need that sometimes. And we all learn and grow differently. But there comes a time where tough love has to happen to many people who want to advance in life. And it's not just in your NHT Global business, folks. We're talking about your life, your business, your relationships, okay? And today I want to give you that tough love, all right? And I want to start off by saying most people need a mental enema, all right? And don't take that phrase negatively. What I mean by that is they need a cleansing of the mind, the state of mind that they're at. I want to be able to awaken your awareness with this information. And to be frank, okay, it pisses me off in a loving way. It saddens me. It upsets me that I see so much potential in so many people that they play so small in their life, but yet they want big things. They're victims in their own mind. And I want to address all of you listening here today because this includes those that are making 6 figures a year, 6 figures a month. Your state of mind is your life. I'm going to repeat that. Your state of mind is your life. And I want to be able to increase your belief and your greatness that you know deep down inside that you have. And you can create whatever it is that you want to create in your life with our business model. Okay? And this is for you, for your family, for your future. But in order for me to help you do this, I need to start by telling you to just Stop it. Okay? Stop it. Stop the blaming. Stop the whining. Stop the victim mentality. So many people I know that are listening here right now, whether it's live you're on right now or you're listening to this as a recording. So many people hate their jobs. They hate their paychecks. Yet when challenges come and they have to include something that was unexpected, okay, in their lives, they will always find a way to work around their work schedule and do it. Yet when it comes to building their home business, their NHT business, that's actually the first thing they put aside. I want you to think about that. The business that you got involved with that will change the quality of your life for the rest of your life is the first thing you put aside. But yet the job that you work that you hate forever and you can't wait till it's Friday, you don't alter it one bit. I want you to think about that. Okay? You are so capable of doing more, becoming more, earning more, giving more, having more, serving more, regardless of what your current situation you are in right now. I don't care if you have 1 kid or 10 kids. Okay? I don't care if you have 2 full-time jobs or 1 full-time job and 1 part-time job. It doesn't matter. Anything you currently do not have today has nothing to do with anything else except for your state of mind. Okay? We have had, countless trainings on the mindset, the belief system, your thoughts. Okay? Joe Garcia has a plethora of webinars that he's been teaching since he's been involved in this industry. We have other fantastic trainers that talk about the power of the mindset and the power of your state of mind. But if you don't invest the time, you don't soak the information, you don't apply the information, and you don't understand and appreciate how your mind controls your thoughts, your beliefs, you're going to have a hard time getting what you want. More importantly, attracting the things that you want in your life, that you so desperately want and need. Let me say something, and it goes something like this. Is something I was thinking in a car today. Complacency advances the aging process. Okay? Not growing or learning or stepping out of your comfort zone basically starts the dying process of the human being. Okay? So why would you want to be complacent when all the happiness, all the glory, all the greatness comes out of stepping out of your complacency? Okay? There is so much useless time that's spent every single day that doesn't make us a better parent, a better spouse, a better neighbor, okay, or a better person. But yeah, we're so complacent in the habits that we do every single day that we just keep doing it and we keep doing it. And we always find excuses or reasons why we can't do the things that we really need to do in order for us to advance our business, but because it's going to advance our life. And I get people asking me this all the time. I had this actually asked today. As you can tell from my voice, I've been doing a lot of talking today, okay, in building my business. But people ask me, how do I have the time to do all that I do, okay, and be successful in what I do? I'm a successful NHT Global distributor. I'm a successful owner at a soccer academy now. Some of you guys don't know, I own a soccer academy. It's growing by leaps and bounds. I spend time with my family. I go on vacations with my family often. And they ask me, how do I do it all? Okay, here it is. I stop thinking about the things or doing the things that doesn't serve me in my present or in my future. I don't complain. I don't blame. I don't dwell in the past. I invest in my state of mind on a daily basis. Not whenever I feel I have time or whenever I feel I need it. It is part of my lifestyle, and I invest in my state of mind on a daily basis. If I have 10 minutes to do something, I give it my all 10 minutes. If I have 30 minutes to focus on something, I focus 100% for 30 minutes. If I don't have time, I devote all of my thoughts and I focus on my state of mind. I visualize what I want as if I already had it. When I'm in the car, when I'm in the shower, heck, when I'm on the toilet, I do that. When I'm in line at the grocery store, before I sleep, when I brush my teeth, and I can go on and on and on. And these are the things that I believe are the things that are important to position yourself to experience the success that you need. And it upsets me that people are one habit away, one thought away, one change away from transforming their life with our business model. Okay? So understand that my message comes with love. Okay? I want to help you achieve the greatness that it's already in you. Okay? I love when Joe Garcia says, God does not make junk. That is powerful, and you have to sit and soak that, okay? We're made up by our beliefs, our thoughts, our upbringing, our surroundings, our environment, okay? But if you're not under the age of 24 years old, there is absolutely no excuse for anybody to not have what they want in their life, especially when you're taught all the necessary tools you need to get exactly what it is that you want. So here's what I'd like to do. Okay? I want to start, and I can easily probably put 20 slides with 20 different bullet points on this. But here's what you have to stop doing. Stop skipping steps in your business. You know, everybody gets started, okay, by doing a contact list, by putting down your goals, by having all the stuff that the person who told you, who enrolled you in this business, what you need to do. But so many people deviate. Oh, I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that. You are already telling yourself that you're not going to succeed in this business. I don't care if you were a top income earner and you came to NHT Global and you just know everything. If you miss the steps and you decide not to do it, guess what? Don't get upset when that duplicates in your organization. So stop deviating from the basics. The universal principles of success, it doesn't matter if you live in the United States, if you live in Norway, if you live in Africa, if you live in Mexico, if you live in Asia, it doesn't matter. The fundamentals are the same. Principles never change. Stop deviating from the basics. Stop skipping steps trying to take shortcuts in succeeding in your business, in succeeding in your life. Stop putting things off for later or for a better time. Man, if your goal is to have a better quality of life, if your goal is to be happier, if your goal is to make more money and have more time to do the things that you want with the money that you make, why would you want to put that off later? Do it now, today, not tomorrow, not when you wake up tomorrow. Make the decision in your mind today. Stop comparing yourselves to others. I can't stand it when people are trying to compare themselves to others. You don't know what they went through. You don't know how much time they've invested in their state of mind. You don't know who they're associating themselves with. You don't know what goes on in anybody's life, and guess what? That's none of your business. Your business is to get your life in order. Your business is to get your business growing so you can change your quality of life. So stop comparing yourself to what others do or what others don't do. Stop blaming everyone, everything, and your past. Okay? If you're not 24 or younger, you can't use that excuse anymore for anything for your quality of life. People are still blaming their parents. People are still blaming their significant other. People are still blaming a situation that happened in their lives as to why they're not where they're at today. That's bull. Tough love, but it's the truth. Okay? Everybody has the same 24 hours to do what you want to do in your life for your reasons. No one's taking time away from you. You're either doing it or you're not. Stop doubting yourself. Every time you doubt yourself, you just shut the universal principle of attraction. You're going to get more of that. So stop doubting yourself based on just your results, because you do an in-home and nobody shows up, so you doubt yourself. Guess what? Tomorrow's another day. You're going to figure it out. You're going to create. Maybe you're going to invite more people. Maybe you're going to invite better quality people. Maybe you're going to get more excited about your invitation. Okay? So these are little things that everybody has. Do it again the next time. Do it better next time. Because as the great Jim Rohn says, don't wish for things to be easier. Wish that you were better. And who can get better? Everyone can get better. Okay? Stop being inconsistent. So many people are telling me, well, I just can't get this business going, or, well, if you're expecting consistent results with inconsistent action, you're insane. In anything you do in life, you want consistent results and consistent growth, but yet you're inconsistent with your efforts. Like, what formula? Who gave you that formula? Think about that. Stop waiting. And this goes along with stop putting things off. Stop waiting. Things are not going to happen. You'll have to create things to happen. Okay? You can sit there and pray all you want, but if your feet are not moving with your praying, you ain't going to do anything. Everything, the universe focuses on those that move. If there's action, you'll get action. If there's no action, you ain't attracting anything. You can think, you can read, you can do all the stuff, but if you're not taking that information and acting, you're going to have a hard time building a business. Stop waiting. Like I said, there's no better time than now. It's not tomorrow. It's not after Memorial Day weekend. It's not after 4th of July, and it's not after the summer is over. It's now. If it's important to you, you do it now. Stop being over analytical. Stop questioning everything. Sometimes you want to question things, but I get people who use questions and questions and questions so they can find something wrong to blame that instead of looking deep down in themselves. Stop being over analytical about everything. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop worrying about what others will think. This is the biggest robbery of people's success than anything else. Worrying about what others are going to say or what they're going to do based on what you believe or what you want to achieve. That you're with the wrong people. Worrying about what others are going to think. Are those people paying your bills? Are those people supporting you and your family? Are those people giving you $20,000, $30,000, $40,000? Are those people investing in your state of mind? Why are you worrying about what others who have issues in their life affect what you're going to do with yours? Think about this. That's the biggest robbery in people achieving their dreams than anything else that I have experienced. And you can talk to top leaders in anything that they're successful in, and they'll probably tell you the same thing. What other people think is none of your business. Stop having a lottery mentality. Okay? Well, is there any new people in my organization? Well, what does that mean? What if you have 1,000 people in your organization? What does that mean? What if you have 2 people in your? What does that mean? What are you doing to build your business? You're not going to just all of a sudden join. The easy part about joining a business is you join. That's the easiest part. Now the work begins. Okay? The work begins. And the biggest work that people don't do is their state of mind. You can do all the busy stuff, and you can go and buy all the programs out there in the world. Okay? You can go and buy, and I'm not going to mention any names, and I'm not going to mention those who focus on generic training. And some of them are fantastic information, but guess what? Generic training on how to build your business, how to talk to people, how to close people, how to present, how to follow up, how to duplicate. All that stuff only matters as much as your state of mind. Okay? So things are not just going to happen, and you can't wait for things to happen. You're either creating it and moving forward, or you're not. And stop using the time as an excuse. I can't stress this enough. You know, I'll share a story with you. I may have shared it before, but my father passed away in 2003. And that was in a very crucial time of my life when I actually had my business also taken away from me by my partner that I made partner 50-50 with absolutely $0. Okay? And my dad passed away, and I had two funerals. I had a funeral here for my dad in North America, and I flew his casket over to Greece and had another funeral there. Talk about stress, talk about emotions. But that was a time where I duplicated my business in the same month. Okay? Don't tell me that you don't have time. Everybody has the time. Can you create the time necessary for you to do the things that you need in order for you to build your business? That is your decision. It's not anybody else's decision but yours. Stop any and all excuses now, today, right now. No more. Unless you're 24 and below, you have absolutely no excuses as to why you can't attract what you want with our business model. None whatsoever. What happens to you happens to everyone. So stop it, okay? Everyone has had a death of a loved one. I just shared one. That's life. It sucks. It's terrible. It stinks. And everybody deals with it differently. I get it. I know that. I've experienced it. Okay? But everyone is going to go through it. Health challenge. Everybody's going to have some form of health challenge. And if they haven't experienced, I'm sure they know somebody who has a health challenge, a close relative, friend, or a loved one. Okay? You can't use that as an excuse. Why not to move your life, your future, your family forward? Car issues. Everybody at one point had a car issue. Everyone. That's not an excuse why you can't get on this call or why you can't go on with your presentation or why you can't meet somebody. That's not an excuse. I guarantee you that if you had a flat tire on the highway and you needed 10 minutes to get to work, otherwise you're going to be fired. I guarantee you're going to find a way. You're going to start calling people in that area and ask you to pick you up. You're going to call a tow truck. You're going to find a way. But yet when it comes to your home business, that's the first thing you put aside. And that's the business that can change the quality of your life. Everyone has gone through some form of financial crisis. When my business was taken away from me, I lost $250,000 just like that overnight. I filed for bankruptcy. I had to because everything was under my name, but my business was taken from me. The income wasn't coming to me. I had to file bankruptcy. Did that stop me from moving forward? No, that was a lesson. That was a situation. And I took that situation. I said, heck, I have to feed my family. I have to do something. I have to move forward. So that's not a reason why somebody cannot move ahead. We all have a family member that we bicker with, that perhaps they say they hate us, or you don't like them, or they don't like you, okay? We all have that. That's not a reason why you can't move yourself forward and build your business here in NHT Global. I don't care if you're rich. I don't care if you're poor, if you're white, Greek, black, Asian, Italian. I don't care if you're a female, male, where you live around the world. Everyone will have these issues. The difference, the game changer, is your state of mind. I want you all to start getting comfortable at the uncomfortable. Because guess what? You're going to have uncomfortable situations until we perish here on earth. You're going to always have uncomfortable situations. Don't run from them. Don't push them aside. Don't let it go. Confront them. Deal with them. Fight them. Do whatever it takes to start being solution oriented for the things that are uncomfortable in your life. There could be situations. It could be people. It could be a lot of things. You need to start learning how to get comfortable with the uncomfortable that happens in your life. It's your lifestyle, folks. Remember, it's not my lifestyle for you. It's your lifestyle. It's your future. Life goes by. You know, I was just talking with Joe today. We talk obviously every single day, and we talked about how our kids are just growing. And he shared something today on his post, and I was in tears because it made me reflect on my kids. I got kids going to high school. It was just born for me. And life is going by like this, folks. And you are so much in complacency. And before you know it, you're 65, you're 70-year-olds. You can't work. You're in pain. You have no money. And the last 15, 20 years of your life, you're depressed. You're angry. You're mad. I don't call that a golden year. Do you? I want you to think about that. Who writes every page of your life's book? You do. Not anybody else. You do. So how do you want your book to read? How do you want it to end? The book is not done. It may have started off bad. It may have started off slow. But guess what? Every day is a page. What are you going to write on that? How is it going to read? How is it going to finish? Now, ask yourself this question, or these questions. Are people succeeding in NHT Global? Do you understand we're one of the fastest growing publicly traded company in network marketing in our category? And we're 14 years young. Okay? Are people making money in NHT Global? Yes. Does everybody have the same products to share, promote, to sell? Yes. How do you get yourself to do the things you know how to do and what to do with your NHT Global business? Your state of mind. That's what you need to work on. Your state of mind. Let me talk about this because the people you associate yourself with plays a significant role on how you shape your mind, what you attract, where you are headed. Now, there's a cliche and the principle that to say when you hang out with the 5 most people, your average income your income is about the same as the average of the 5. Now, I totally believe that, but not always and not 100%. Because what? Just if I winded up hanging out with millionaires, that's not going to make me a millionaire. Okay? If I hang out with them and I study them and I learn from them and I ask them questions, okay, and I'm honest with them, then I'm increasing the chances of having an influence in order for me to do the things that I need to do to become one of them, like their success. Okay? Law of association. They can destroy your dreams. They can magnify your dreams. And I'm not talking about the Debbie Downer sister or the Debbie Downer brother, uncle, whatever. Okay? We all have those. But if you allow those people to affect your future, then you're going to have a hard time building your business. We all have them. And some of them have the same last names as ours. But guess what? It's up to you to figure it out, to do what you need to do with them and not change what you need to do for your business. Let me share with you the people that I love very dearly, that have shaped my mind, that have shaped my life, not just in my NHT Global business, because your state of mind shouldn't be about business. It shouldn't be just about your NHT business. It should be about you, your being, who you're becoming. How are you affecting others? What legacy are you leaving? And these are the people that I don't just read and listen to, I studied. And to this day, I look at this picture of Jim Rohn, who I think is the best business philosopher that ever existed on earth. I want to shed a tear in my eye every time I look at this picture. And I went to visit Jim Rohn at a time in my life where I was struggling financially because of the business that was taken from me. But guess what? That did not stop me from doing what I thought would help me in my future. I went, and that was in Dallas, Texas, actually. I think it was one of his last bigger events that he did. I went there. I studied him. I still, to this day, study him. As a matter of fact, I'm sure I probably quoted him in this webinar several times. That's how much I've studied him, to the point where I've applied his principles in my life. Here's another guy, Bob Proctor, who took a lot of the most wonderful thinkers and philosophers' information and delivers it in a way that many people can accept and absorb to change the quality of their thinking. Bob Proctor, amazing. And most of his teaching comes from Wallace Wattles, Science of Getting Rich. If you have not, and I'm not talking about read it and listen to it, if you have not studied time after time on this book, because it's not about just money. It's about the universal principles. It's about using the universal principles with, not against it, but go with it. And it's something that it can expand your life, and not just the money, but your relationships and your happiness and your health and time freedom. Okay? And here's another individual that has made a big impact in the way I think and the way I conduct myself. And I know he knows this. He's probably on this webinar here. He's all of our master distributors. He's impacted hundreds of thousands of people around the world. But here's a gentleman that has changed the way I feel or think, that makes me change the way I feel, that has allowed me to attract the things that I have attracted in NHT Global today, but also other areas in my life that allows me to become who I am today. So Joe Garcia, I love you. I thank you. And I know there's a lot of people that feel the way I feel based on what I just shared. So guys, who you listen to, absorb, and study can either make or break you. That is so important to understand. This allows me to associate myself with my family in a way that I never thought I would. What do I mean by that? I have taken my kids to some of the wonders of the world. I've gone to 3 so far, and my goal is to do all 7. I'm able to take my kids and my family to go on vacations and excursions, okay, and be able to do these things, yes, as I'm a busy NHT Global distributor, yes, as I'm a busy entrepreneur owning a soccer academy, yes, as being a husband, yes, as being a father, yes, as being a community leader. But I can do all these things when you're in the right state of mind. And I'm going to be able to do a lot more with my family. And I guarantee you that all of you listening here today, you want to have great memories with your family, with your loved ones. But you can't do it if you're not happy. You can't do it if you don't have money. You can't do it if you don't have time. And you definitely can't do it if you don't have your health. Think about that. This is what everybody wants, to be able to enjoy their life doing the things that they want to do without worrying about the money, without worrying about the time. So here's how I'm going to end this webinar. I'm going to probably spend about 10 more minutes, and I'm going to end it with an exercise that I started to do from the combination of trainings. Is something that I've created. Again, it wasn't taught to me. Some of the things were taught to me, and I was able to create something that works for me. And I want you to pay close attention to what I'm going to share with you. If you don't have paper and pen, I strongly encourage you to take it out now and jot down some notes. If you're listening to a recording, press the pause, get some paper and pen and jot this down. It can change your entire life. And I'm going to share as much as I can, but again, I don't want to take too much time. I'm going to give you the snippets of it. What I'm sharing with you on this slide here is a mirror. Something that a lot of people have a very hard time looking in the mirror, in the eyes of themselves. And I do this every single day. It's helped me tremendously. Okay? These are the things that I start off with, and I'm not going to go into the details of them. There's a reason why I say these things, but these are the things that go into the core of the heart. And that is to say, I'm sorry. Look in your eyes and say, I'm sorry. And a lot of things may come to your mind. It may be, I'm sorry for not being the person that I know I can become. I'm sorry for not doing more of what I know I should be doing. I'm sorry of not doing or doing whatever it is. It's going to be different for different people. And I say, thank you. Thank you. Because I'm a human being and I know I do good. I thank you. Okay? But more importantly, I love you. I love you. You should be able to look at yourself in the mirror, look at yourself in the eye, and say, I love you in a way where nobody else can love you more. And if you don't love yourself, regardless of where you're at in your life today, you're going to have a hard time sustaining any happiness long term. Do this every day. Not whenever you think you have time. Not whenever this. As a matter of fact, I challenge you to do it today. Why? Because if it's important to you and you want to change the quality of your life, remember, stop putting things off. I remember every time Joe Garcia would tell me this new book, I go get it right then and there. I'm getting it right now. Why should I do it tomorrow? Let me take care of it today. Why? Because it's important to me. Because it's all about working on the state of my mind. I do this every morning. For some, it's going to make you cry. It's happened to me. I'll be honest with you. I've cried. For some, it's going to empower you. Some of you may cry for a couple of days when you do this, maybe a week. But at one point, it's going to empower you. Because when you look at yourself in your eyes, you're looking at your soul. And when you can talk to your soul, you can change your soul. Nobody's going to do that but you. Okay? Now, I've come up with questions that I think would significantly help you move forward in believing in you and erasing everything in the past and starting your journey right now, today, to attract the things that you want in your life. But you have to settle things with yourself first, okay? Once you stop all that garbage and all that noise, you can start your restoration, your release, whatever you want to call it, into, again, attracting abundance into your life. Here's questions that I ask, and this is how I start. What is not happening that you want to happen in your personal life? Start talking to yourself in the mirror and say it. Say it to yourself. Don't say it to anybody else and get the perception of somebody. Share it with you. The answers are in you. What is not happening that you want to have happen in your NHT business? Say it. Tell it to you. You're talking to you. What can you do different or change that can make things happen for you in your personal life? What can you do different or change that can make things happen for you in your NHT business? Maybe things don't come up right away. That's okay. Go on to the next question. It'll come to you. What are the things that are holding you back in building your business? What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Look in your eyes and answer that question. What do you need to do more of? And then, what are your best qualities that make you special and unique? What are they? Everybody has a special quality, a great smile, a good heart, a giving mentality. What is it? What are your qualities? Say them to yourself and look at them. How would you want to live your life the next 10 years? Look in the mirror. Start describing your life that you want 10 years from now as if it's in the present right now. What are you grateful and thankful for? Don't just say it in your head. Look in your eyes, look in the mirror, and tell yourself what are you grateful for and what are you thankful for. You got to have at least 5, 6 things. Go into the future, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and talk about all the things you have accomplished, again, 5 or 10 years from now, and what you are grateful for, and talk to your present self right now. So you're going to go into the future, you're going to visualize the life that you want as if you already had it, and talk to your present self today and describe exactly how that life is. Consult your present self and give yourself counseling and guidance as to what you need to do because you've already done it. You're in the future. You've already achieved it. Talk to yourself about how to get that done. How does it feel? See, these are the things that are transformational. What saddens me and upsets me is that some of you guys are not going to do it. You think it's hogwash. But guess what? What you've been doing for the last 10 years have been hogwash. Do you really want to change? Do you really want to attract things in your life? Well, this isn't stuff I've made up. This isn't stuff that's just hooey-booey baloney. This is stuff that's been proven from leader after leader after leader after leader. You can either apply it and change your life, or you can stay complacent and advance the aging process of yourself. So, I know I speak loud and I'm very passionate and I probably could have gone on another 2 or 3 hours. Folks, I hope you understand that these are the things that some of you may be going through. Some of you maybe you're not going through as much as others. Some of you may be upset and that's okay. I can't control that, but I hope you understand. And for those of you who actually know me, truly know that I'm speaking from my heart and I'm saying it with love. And sometimes, and quite often, I think we need to give people more tough love. I think we need to give our kids tough love. And I think that's an issue going on around the world right now. We need to start telling people like it is and holding people accountable for the things that they're not doing, but also giving them solutions and guidance of what they can do in order to change their circumstance. And if they don't do it, they can't blame you. They can't blame the past. They can't blame the company. They can't blame the upline. They can't blame anything. I mean, they can, but it doesn't hold any merit. So, folks, that concludes my training. I think I drained every emotional cell out of my body today, but I do it because I love each and every one of you. I want to see you succeed beyond your wildest dreams. I want to be able to see it. I want to be able to experience it because that's how we're going to impact more people. And we need more people around the world to work on their state of mind. We need governments to work on their state of mind. We need municipals to focus on the state of mind. We need religious leaders to focus on the state of mind. We need community leaders, and we need network marketers to focus on their state of mind so they can impact hundreds and thousands of people by who they become. And hopefully this training was one of those trainings that hopefully has awakened the awareness that you need in order to transform the way you think, your beliefs, which will ultimately transform your NHT Global business, which will give you the lifestyle that you need and want. So I appreciate all of you guys for hanging out for this entire training. This is recorded. It will be put up on steamteam.ca. It will also be put up on my website, on my training site, 6plusteamglobal.weebly.com. I love all of you. Share this with people in your organization. And if I can be of help to you, I'd be more than happy to provide that to you and your organization. So thanks for having me on, everybody. Have a fantastic. This is Andreas Papakostas signing off from the Chicagoland area. Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.